and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming an everyday makeup tutorial. To be honest, with lockdown I'm not actually wearing much makeup, like I'm working from home, I'm doing uni work from home, but this is my normal everyday makeup tutorial if I was going to work, etc. And I've actually bought a new foundation that I'm excited to try, so I'll be showing you that in the video as well. So if you'd like to watch this video, please continue watching. Okay, so to start off, I always moisturise my skin. I think it's so important to moisturise your skin, keep it hydrated, especially when it's colder right now, like we're in winter. My skin is always drier in winter, which is fine, it's normal, and everyone's skin is different, but at the moment I've been loving the brand CeraVe, and if you don't already follow him, I follow this man called Skincare by Hiram on TikTok, and he has transformed so many people's skin by recommending skincare products. So this is the moisturiser I'm using at the moment. It's by CeraVe. It's just a moisturising cream. I've got the small bottle. I don't even know why, because I always run out of this. I've been using it, I think this is the third bottle now I've bought. It does say for very dry to dry skin. So I'll start off with moisturising my face. I just put like quite a big pea size. I was going to say pea size, but it's a massive pea size. But I just put this everywhere, like I put it all over my cheeks. A lot of people say just to moisturise your T-zone, but to be honest, because it is like, if you have quite dry skin or even combination skin, I do recommend just moisturising your whole face. Just make sure that's all soaked into your skin. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is just moisturise my lips with a Nivea lip butter, but you can use anything like Vaseline. It's just really nice to like prep your lips for like lipstick or whatever you're using. The next thing I do is normally my brows, but this just changed like depending on my mood, not gonna lie. But I do prefer doing my brows before I put foundation and things on, just because I just think when you've got your brows done, then you can move on to like your base. But some people like doing the base first, so whatever you feel is best for you. Go ahead and do this off camera, but I'm gonna put the NYX Control Free, just the brow gel. It's just clear brow gel. And then I'm gonna use, I've just recently bought this product actually because my eyebrows are quite thick naturally. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they're quite full and thick. I have a lot of hairs, and I've been using the Eyelure Brow Ink. When I picked this up, I actually thought it was a pencil. Like I didn't think it was going to be like a pen. I probably wouldn't have bought it if I thought it was a pen. But yeah, it's like an ink. Like you literally got one thinner end, and then you've got like the bigger end. But yeah, I actually really like this, like, because again, my eyebrows are quite thick, it's just nice to just fill in a few areas, but I'm going to do this off camera because I just find it so hard, like, to focus. The next thing I do is conceal, like, any blemishes I have, and at the moment, I've been breaking out quite a lot on my chin and my cheeks. I don't know if you can kind of see. To be honest with you, I want to pick up, like, the Collection concealer or something, like, cheaper just to put on, like, underneath my foundation. But at the moment I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. It's actually nearly run out, but this is my favourite concealer. I love this. I follow Sophie VJ on Instagram. She's a makeup artist, and she always recommends this, and I'm so glad I tried it. I actually picked it up when it was on sale. It's normally £24, which is actually quite a lot for a concealer, I feel. But I got it for £12, which is so good. It's half price. So I'm going to pick it up again soon though, because I do really, really like it. I think it's really good for highlights and my under eyes, which I'm going to use it for as well. So what I'm going to do first is just conceal all my blemishes, and then put my foundation on, and then I'll put some more on afterwards. Sorry if I'm not looking to the side, it's because I've got a mirror. But I'm just going to use this buffing brush. I think this is from BH Cosmetics, I think it's called. Any kind of like flat buffing brush will be fine. I just do circular motions. Okay, so once I've like concealed all my blemishes, I'm going to use the NARS foundation today because, like I said earlier, I normally use like a tinted moisturiser or something really like light coverage, but I really want to try this because it's brand new, and it's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I picked this up because I've seen it all over Instagram, like people's stories saying they use this foundation, and I just want to see what it's like really. Like I love trying new like makeup products. So I picked this foundation up in the shade Stromboli, and it was really hard to like guess my shade online, to be honest, but I think this would be like the best suited to my skin tone at the moment. I'm hoping it's not too dark because I did pick up a yellow tone foundation, because when I'm tanned again, hopefully soon, I think this foundation will really suit me, and hopefully it'll be the right colour, but we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I usually just apply it directly to the buffing brush, the same brush I used before. I used to use a beauty blender to apply foundation, but to be honest with you, I don't think the coverage is as good with a beauty blender. Like, I'd rather just use a buffing brush. So I've just put 3 small pumps on right now. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. So I've gone ahead and applied the foundation all over my face. Just make sure when you're applying it, you like blend it all down your neck, on your ears. And I also put it on my eyelids just to make sure everything's like covered in the same kind of tone. I'm not gonna lie, this foundation is a tiny bit too dark for me right now, but like I said earlier, this is probably the palest I've ever been, so when I'm tan, this foundation will be like perfect. So I'm gonna move on to concealer underneath my eyes, and again I'm just gonna use the Tarte. I'm just gonna do this really quick. And I'm going to use a beauty blender. It's really stained, I'm sorry. I have no idea why it's got like random stains of purple in it. But yeah, I'm going to use this to blend it all in really quickly. Okay, so once I've applied my concealer with my beauty blender, it's actually a damp beauty blender by the way, I really am in need of a new one. But I tend to just go in my buffing brush again, the flat one that I use for my foundation, and I just kind of just buff it all in. I just feel like this way there's no harsh lines between the concealer, because obviously it is quite light. The concealer, I got the shade 12S Fair. So yeah, like I say, I just blend it all in so it kind of all looks more seamless. I feel like I definitely should have put a headband in or something. My hair is really in the way, sorry if it's annoying. Again, I blend it down the neck. I'm actually really liking this foundation. I feel like it makes my skin look really glowy. The next thing I'm going to be using is powder. I always powder my under eyes, and I tend to actually powder my T-zone and my eyelids as well. And I've been using the Holly Boone Soft Focus. I literally love Holly Boone and I love her channel. I think she's so talented. But this powder is honestly genuinely so good. I use this every time I go out, when we could go out. But this is in the shade Translucent. I literally just tap some into the lid. I've tapped a bit too much, to be honest. And then I get my beauty blender. I use the side I've not used for concealer, so this side. And I literally just put it in the powder and then just pat it underneath my eyes. I really press it underneath my eyes, and then I can just dust it off afterwards. Okay, sorry if the camera angle's changed a bit, but I've accidentally just tapped it. But yeah, once I've let my under eyes just set a little bit, I just tend to use a powder brush, any kind of dome shaped powder brush. This is from Crown Cosmetics. Dust it underneath, and I dust it all off until there's none left, and it all kind of like blends in. Okay, next I'm going to go in with bronzer, and I use the Tarte bronzer at the moment. I love this so much. This is the mini one, but I need to pick up the bigger version, so I'm going to do a Tarte order soon. But this is in Park, I don't know how you say that, Park A Princess maybe? But I think there's only a couple of shades anyway. And I'm just going to apply this in like a 3, like you would contour, but I'm not going to do it very heavy because it is just bronzer. Like, I just want to look overall more bronze. So I'm just going to put it on my temples, and then down my cheekbones and on my jawline. I forgot to say as well, I've already put it on my brush, but I'm using the Real Techniques powder brush. I think it's called powder brush. It's 419 anyway. Okay, after bronzer I always apply blusher. I really like wearing blusher at the moment, and I'm going to use, it's like a little mini Tarte blusher. I really like this shade, it's called Quirky. It's quite peachy, but I didn't think this kind of shades would suit me, but I think this came in like a little set. I think it was a free gift when I ordered like a certain amount on Tarte, so it's really handy to try products that way. But yeah, it's called Quirky. Use a powder brush to apply this and put it on my little apples and my cheeks. Okay, and then I'm also going to go in with the brush that I use for my bronzer. This just blends it all together nicely. And then I'm literally just going to use the bronzer I used earlier, the Tarte one, and I'm going to take this Crown Cosmetics C512 brush. It's like a little oval blending buffing brush, and I'm just going to use this to apply the shade all over my eyelid and blend it and buff it all out so it's not a strong colour. But I just think this way like my makeup like kind of all cohesively goes, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I just finished that off on camera, but I've just got a tiny bit of bronzer on my eyelids, like nothing crazy. For mascara, I'm just going to use this Revlon Volumizing waterproof one. I've only actually used this once before, but I'm going to use it again today. But I'm just going to put it on my top lashes and not my bottom ones, because for every day, like I just want a bit of something. So I'm just going to apply it to my top lashes off camera, and then I'll come back on and show you. Okay, so this is my mascara. It's on, and my eyelashes are actually growing so much at the moment. I think because I'm not wearing false eyelashes at all in lockdown. So I'm really happy with this mascara. I think it's really lengthening, and because my eyelashes are quite naturally curly anyway, it makes them look so thick and full. Okay, so I'm going to move on to lips now, and I'm going to just apply the Rimmel London 049 Natural Lip Liner. This has actually had its time, it's about to go. But I'm just going to apply this on my lips. And then I'm going to apply the Kiko Milani number 20 3D lip gloss. And these are actually my favourite lip glosses at the moment. I think they're so good. They make your lips look so plump and full. So I'm just going to apply these both, and then I'll show you. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish the whole look off by using the Smashbox Prime Water. It's a setting and a priming mist. So you can use this before your makeup and you can use it after, but I like using this to set my makeup, to be honest with you. Like, I think it'll go really well with this foundation actually, because it really leaves like a real nice glow to my makeup. So I'm just going to spray this on my face now. I'll probably put way too much on. Okay, and that's the makeup look done. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you picked up some kind of tips from it. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them below, or feel free to message me on Instagram. I'll always reply. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching something a bit different from me. I am going to be filming more makeup tutorials. If you have any kind of suggestions, again, please message me. But I will see you again soon. Bye!